Hi friends! Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment below, and take a moment to subscribe to our channel. The North End of Cornwall is one of the city's largest residential areas and reflects the steady growth Cornwall experienced during the 20th century. Much of this part of the city expanded as families moved outward from the older downtown and waterfront districts. Over time, the North End developed into a mix of suburban neighborhoods, schools, shopping areas, parks, and community services. Compared to the historic riverfront sections of Cornwall, the North End feels newer and more spread out, with wider streets and residential subdivisions built during different decades of expansion. The area became especially important during the post-war years of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, when Cornwall's population was growing because of manufacturing and industrial employment. As factories and mills continued operating along the waterfront and nearby industrial zones, many workers and their families settled farther north in newer neighborhoods. Housing developments expanded steadily, creating the suburban character that still defines much of the North End today. Many homes here were built during periods when Canadian cities were rapidly growing and adapting to increased automobile use and modern infrastructure. Today, the North End is known for being one of Cornwall's main shopping and commercial districts. Large retail plazas, restaurants, grocery stores, and service businesses are concentrated along major roads such as 9th Street and Brookdale Avenue. These areas attract residents not only from Cornwall itself, but also from smaller surrounding communities in eastern Ontario. Because Cornwall is located near both Quebec and the United States border, the city often serves as a regional center for shopping, healthcare, and professional services. The North End also contains many schools, recreation facilities, and green spaces that support everyday community life. Parks, sports fields, and walking trails are common throughout the area, and local arenas and community centers host hockey, skating, soccer, and other activities year-round. Cornwall has long placed importance on recreational programs, especially for families and youth. This focus on community facilities helped shape the North End into a practical and family-oriented part of the city, rather than a heavily industrial or tourist-focused district. Although the North End is mostly modern compared to Cornwall's historic center, the area still reflects the city's bilingual and multicultural background. English and French are both commonly spoken, and many residents have family roots tied to Irish, Scottish, French-Canadian, and other immigrant communities that settled in eastern Ontario over generations. The North End gives visitors a look at the more contemporary side of Cornwall, where daily life revolves around schools, businesses, neighborhoods, and local community activities rather than historic landmarks alone. Cornwall has a population of roughly 47,000 people and is one of the oldest communities in Canada. The city sits along the St. Lawrence River in eastern Ontario, close to both the Quebec border and the northern part of New York State. Indigenous peoples lived in the region for thousands of years before European settlement. French settlers later established farming communities in the area during the 1700s, making Cornwall one of the earliest European settlement areas in Ontario. The city was officially founded in 1784 by United Empire Loyalists who arrived after the American Revolution. These Loyalists were settlers who remained loyal to Britain and relocated north into what later became Canada. Cornwall's position along the St. Lawrence River made it an important transportation and trade center during the 19th century. Ships traveling between Montreal and the Great Lakes often passed through the area, helping support local industry and commerce. As transportation improved during the 1800s, Cornwall became connected by railways and canals that helped move goods across the region. The Cornwall Canal, completed in the 19th century, allowed ships to bypass dangerous rapids along the St. Lawrence River. This improvement strengthened Cornwall's role as an important shipping and industrial center. Warehouses, mills, and factories grew along the waterfront and rail corridors, transforming the city into one of Eastern Ontario's leading industrial communities. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Cornwall became especially known for textile manufacturing. Large factories such as the Canadian Cottons Mills employed thousands of workers and attracted immigrants from many parts of Europe and beyond. Entire neighbourhoods developed around these industries, and the city gained a strong working-class identity. Manufacturing remained the backbone of Cornwall's economy for generations, with paper production, textiles, and other industries supporting much of the local population. The St. Lawrence River has always shaped life in Cornwall. The waterfront provided transportation, trade, fishing, and later hydroelectric power. During the 1950s, one of the largest infrastructure projects in Canadian history changed the region forever. The construction of the St. Lawrence Seaway and Moses Saunders Power Dam allowed larger ships to travel farther inland between the Atlantic Ocean and the Great Lakes. Entire nearby villages known as the Lost Villages were flooded during the project, and thousands of residents were relocated as roads, railways, and shorelines were rebuilt. The creation of the Seaway also changed Cornwall's economy and landscape. Hydroelectric power generation became an important part of the region, while modern shipping routes improved trade across eastern North America. At the same time, changes in manufacturing and global industry during the late 20th century led to the closure of many of Cornwall's historic factories. Like many industrial cities in Canada, Cornwall gradually shifted toward healthcare, retail, transportation, education, and service industries as major employers. Today, Cornwall remains an important regional center for Eastern Ontario. The city serves nearby rural communities and acts as a transportation hub because of its location along Highway 401 and the international border crossing into Massena. The Seaway International Bridge connects Cornwall with Cornwall Island and the United States, making the region one of the key border crossings between Ontario and New York State. Cornwall is also known for its parks and waterfront recreation. Lamoureux Park stretches along the St. Lawrence River near downtown and hosts concerts, festivals, and community events throughout the year. The city's waterfront trail system attracts walkers and cyclists, while nearby marinas and boat launches connect residents with the river. During the warmer months, the waterfront becomes one of the busiest and most scenic parts of the city. Despite changes in industry and population over the decades, Cornwall has maintained the character of a smaller river city shaped by transportation, manufacturing, and its long connection to the St. Lawrence River.